So thank you, Mayor DeQuisto and council members. On behalf of the Tobacco Education Coalition and Youth Option Shasta and the Youth Action Council, we appreciate your time. This evening, Caitlin is going to be here also talking about the youth issue about vaping in our community. But I'm just here for a little bit of history and context. Let's see. There we go. Thank you. So, the city of Redding and Shasta County are like forerunners in tobacco control. Back in 1992, Redding trailblazed and approved the first ordinances to have smoke-free restaurants and workplaces, and that was like 3 years before the state of California. Although it's not in the city limits, Whiskeytown Lake has had the first they adopted the smoke-free swimming beaches back in 2010, and then in 2016 went to be the first smoke-free national park, which is pretty amazing. And the city of Redding has also adopted ordinances that prevent smoking in parks as well as spaces around the library. City of Anderson and Shasta Lake also have some similar legislation or policies in place about tobacco retailers obtaining permits. So thanks to Shasta County Health and Human Services, they conducted a public opinion polls last October. And one of the things that really stands out to us is that the majority of residents do care about vaping and tobacco control in our community. And 80% of them are in favor of prohibiting tobacco retailers within 1,000 feet of schools and parks. Now, the city of Redding did an amazing job with the cannabis ordinances, and they did a maximum number of retailers of cannabis as 10. Now, there is no maximum number for tobacco retailers, but it's currently at 125. And 54% of those are within 1,000 feet of schools, parks, and libraries. We've have a number of our kids have gone and participated in some tobacco decoy operations. And out of 25 of the retailers who were visited with an underage decoy, 6 of those stores really did sell to our underage youth. So speaking of youth, I have Caitlin here, and so she is going to talk to you some more.
Good evening, Mayor and Council members. My name is Caitlin Winland. I am a 16-year-old student at Shasta High School. I'm here on behalf of the Youth Action Council with the City of Redding, and one problem that our group has repeatedly come across is the presence of drugs within our community, mainly vaping. While vaping may seem like a lesser drug and not a big deal to some, it has an enormous influence on kids. With the tobacco industry marketing towards kids with things like flavors and colors, it grabs kids' attention. Children within our city, community, and county are drastically affected by the prominent presence of vaping. From what I have seen, vaping is a huge problem. I see it every day at school. The bathrooms are filled to the brim during passing periods and lunches with people vaping. When the doors open, smoke billows out along with fruity fragrances. While this is, in general, from what I see at school, I want to share a personal experience as well. Last year, I had a friend who vaped a lot. He played basketball for his school, worked out, he had good grades, and his parents were unaware of the issue. Soon, during the middle of his basketball season, he started coughing up dark maroon blood and other things. Constantly, my friend was in and out of hospitals, mainly UC Davis. No doctor, nurse, or professional could figure out what was wrong. That was until he admitted he was vaping. While it's very clear that vaping is a problem within our community, that is why it is critical that a solution is created and enacted. Youth Option Shasta has a solution to help minimize the damage that vaping has done to our youth. Our solution is that a business that sells vapes, cigarettes, or drug-related things must be at least 1,000 feet away from a school. Our solution will work because instead of allowing students to easily walk to tobacco retailers during their breaks, now the distance is longer. Furthermore, limiting how many kids have easy access to vapes and tobacco retailers. While vaping may not seem like a huge problem, as someone who sees it every day, I can guarantee you it is. My question is, why are we allowing harm to our kids? Why are we allowing future generations, future leaders, and our kids to have easy access to something that is detrimental to their growth? Detrimental to their well-being? Why isn't something being done? By further allowing the density and close distance to schools of tobacco retailers, it continues to harm not only kids, but our community. As a kid, it's so disheartening to see the problem not being solved, to see our community not do anything about the major problem that affects our youth, that affects our kids, that affects our community. If we work together to solve the problem, we will help benefit our community and help our youth grow into healthy future leaders and citizens. What the graph is showing is that our local youth, not hypothetical kids, are gaining access to these products and utilizing them, which sets them up for a lifetime of addiction. These kids, what this graph shows, is that these kids have reported to already attempt to quit one or more times. The tobacco industry hooks kids by sparking their curiosity and making tobacco taste good. It put teens at risk for a lifetime of nicotine addiction, health problems, and permanent brain damage. The tobacco industry lures youth by featuring celebrity influencers utilizing tobacco products, bright, colorful packaging, delicious flavors, and discreet product designs. These products are legal and clearly a way for youth to conceal them, all to show kids that their favorite celebrities use their products. They come in fun colors and flavors with devices that make it easy for vapes to go undetected. These are just a few of the confiscated devices from one of our local schools. In fact, we have over 500 postcards signed by our community members to ask you to do just that. We've also signed letters of support from the Shasta Union High School District, Reading School District, Shasta High School, and California Heritage Youth Build Academy, also known as CHIBA. This shows that, in fact, it once seemed that our community had a coffee shop on every street corner, and fast food giants were lambasted for encouraging youth to eat unhealthy, and yet the number of tobacco retailers in our community far exceeds coffee shops or fast food chain restaurants. Tobacco retailer density plays an important role in preventing youth from using tobacco. It also plays an important role in how we want to portray our city and who we want to attract. Public poll opinions conducted by Shasta County Health and Human Services agencies indicate the strong community support. Lastly, thank you, Mayor, Reading City Council members, and the greater community at large for your time today on behalf of Youth Option Shasta. Our action item moving forward would be to see this topic officially placed as an agenda item on a future council meeting and an improved local policies in place. We do have sample language for the city to share from other counties that have adopted similar plans. With that said, have a great evening and thank you for your time.
Thank you.